Mitch was doing.
Trying to
He didn't
fuck
do
up our
it.
intro.
I had to do it myself. I was like,
Alright.
whatever. I'm over here like Anna, so I'm like, I'll just do it myself.
Oh, I don't know how close I can get. He just brought me the green apple.
Oh, that green apple one is so good.
It's so good.
I haven't found it.
Oh, it's
If
so
you have a
good.
QT gas station, QT has them.
Is there? Okay. Well, I didn't see it at ours, but the one closest. But
So we have our
That's
beat boxes. Meg has her
delicious.
vodka orange. I think she said, "Are we
That's
ready
right.
to talk about these books?"
Ran out of wine. So.
Yes.
All right. So Tryst Six Venom, and I know that like some of you guys didn't get to finish it, so we won't do like entire spoilers. But we had Clay and Olivia.
Whoa.
I only have one comment, and I want to hear everyone else's first before I talk about mine.
I know I'm not a lesbian.
I'll secretly bi here.
yeah, I'm very bi.
that one. That's my comment so far.
Did you still find it entertaining?
I found it. Okay. I found it a little fucking annoying, to be honest with you. I found it a little like, all right, like, it was like so high school, I guess. Like, I can't explain it any other way. Like,
yeah. Okay. Fair.
Who else? What do you guys think about it?
I struggled with the high school thing as well.
Yeah. There's at some point, I think it's the conversation. What's a great example? The conversation he has with Megan. And he's just like, you'll get through this. You'll be okay. And I'm like, yeah, you will be okay. Because, like, what are you, 17? Like,
yeah, like you're 17.
Relax, babe.
You're a baby.
My heart is shattered. What was the quote? I think I feel myself leaving I hate old world pepperoni.
What is old world pepperoni? Because
I'm so glad you asked that question.
So I think it's like the straight up, like, phallic, like the, you eat it like a, giant meat popsicle.
Phallic is a wild way to explain pepperoni.
That's a crazy word.
Well,
I love it.
You could go get it sliced, or you could just eat it like
just like a stick, like a Slim Jim,
like a live,
just a giant Slim Jim,
not like a live, like a play. Okay. Yeah. Wild. Okay. Learned some things. Kellogg cornflakes prevents people from masturbating. That's pretty wild.
I thought the same thing. I had to look it up.
That's pretty wild stuff. I don't know what they really accomplished with that, but
a few boxes of Kellogg's were bought, I guess.
My thought about the high school thing was like, I didn't love it because I get it. I get the high school thing. It's like,
I tried to,
but I feel like it was meant to be at that age because, Olivia was like she knew her identity, and Clay struggled with that. I felt like they had to be at that age for that. I don't know.
Yeah.
It makes sense for the storyline. Like it does.
Yeah.
I tried to keep that in mind. Like, this is about teenagers, but it's just like reading it's so cringe. Like, just flashbacks. I get like, oh man.
Yeah.
Why?
A little PTSD.
Yeah. Why? I don't know. It had some wild moments.
I'll say this. I've read a lot of Penelope Douglas's books, and this was like by far the worst. I'm not saying it was bad. I liked it, but I love her so much.
Same.
That I was disappointed.
That's why.
That's something to keep in mind. Too.
Yeah. That's why we chose this one, because of how much we love her other books.
Yes, so much.
And this one it was different for me, and I just, like I said, I don't want to say it's bad, but as far as like the other books that I've read by her, it is my least favorite of them.
Yeah, I enjoyed Pan way more so far in our journey.
Are we going to read a different book that she's written? Because it was hard for me to get into this one.
I would like to, and I Danny, you could back me on this. Like, I'm either saying Credence or Birthday Girl. Like,
Okay.
After Praise?
Okay, so Praise and Birthday Girl are very similar.
good point. So we're going Credence.
Mix things up a little bit.
Credence is like, okay, you know, on the spicy level of like trigger warnings, you have to have a really open mind for Credence, and then once you do, you're like, this is it. This is it.
Oh.
So we can. I loved that book.
I loved Credence. I read that while being like in line at Disney, and I'm just like, there's something awakening in me right now, and I don't know what it is, but
it was a one-day read for me as well.
I'm with Jen though. It was hard for me to get into that a little bit, but like, you know, it wasn't bad writing though, so I could see how Ms. Douglas is on her shit. Like, I get it.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, she's a great author. Like, it wasn't like cheesy writing. It's just
it just wasn't it.
It was lacking. So Jen and Laura Beth, how far did you get?
I think I got, this is going to be terrible. I think I got through the first or second chapter.
Okay.
And I tried to pick it up and I was like, all right, I've got a couple minutes. Let me flip through a few pages. But I was like, I don't know. And then something would happen. I would get distracted. It was just kind of hard to hang in there.
You're busy. We get it.
I'll be honest. I picked it up and I like put it down a lot. I read other books in between it, because I knew we had 2 weeks. So I was like, I'm not
a book monster
rushing this. But I did start out with reading it, and then I was just so bored and I just wasn't getting into it that I swapped to the audio, because I was like, at least like I can listen to it in the car. I'm kind of like forced to sit here and like not get distracted, but it was very.
Was audio easier? Should I try it on audio?
I'll be honest with you, I like the audio, and I really like who narrates Olivia. I like her voice. She's got like a little bit of an accent, and you could just like, you could pick it up, and I think it made the character.
Okay.
Jen, so just made things more lively.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
It made things more lively, it seems.
Yeah.
Yeah, I finished the book, so I read it all.
Oh, you did? I'm sorry. I thought you said you didn't. Oh, it was JoJo. My bad, Jen. You finished.
And you weren't a fan.
No.
Yeah.
So here's my one comment, and I think this like just summarizes why I wasn't a fan. The only comment that I have is the debutante ball doesn't make up for all of Clay's bullshit, but damn, it was good enough to attempt to melt my anger. Like,
that's pretty true. It didn't make up for nothing, but
because it wasn't that like the spice was bad. Like the scenes were like hot. I'm like, okay, I like this book, but Clay was a fucking cunt, and there's no like nice way that I can say that. Like, I did not like her character. I didn't. I couldn't get behind it.
100% agree.
Yeah.
Because like I'm thinking like in the future, like maybe that's like a me person. Like, I don't think I could ever get past the fucked up shit you said or did to me when you were bullying me. And like,
oh yeah,
love you. Like, there's gonna become a point where like I'm insecure and I'm like, you think I'm fucking native trash. Like,
we're talking bullying, we're talking hate fucking. They're like two different things, bro. Like, listen, like, I don't know.
I
have to get made up for shit.
I have a not a strong opinion, but a different kind of view on it, only because of the age. So, like, let me just preface by saying I am a changed human, right? And in high school, I was terrible. I was a bully. And also questioning my sexuality and all of that, you know? So I hated Clay, just like everybody else. You know, she was very discriminatory, and I was never that. I always like spread inclusivity and stuff, but I just am very strongly opinionated, and I have a strong presence that I felt the way not that I related to Clay, but I could understand it. Whereas like I could also understand how everybody else is like, you're a cunt. Like we hate you.
Mm-hmm.
Sympathizing. Though I mean,
Not the hate.
Everybody's yeah. It's like nobody's justifying what bullies do, but we can also agree that like
Right.
bullies are probably bullies for a reason. It's not exactly like we all want to wake up and be complete assholes. Well, most of us. So I can see that. I can see that. The empathetic side of me.
Right. But also that being said, that made Olivia.
There's some wild shit that happened though. Again,
that made Olivia be like
spoilers, but what the frick?
Right.
So, ooh, yeah.
I loved Olivia though. I loved Olivia.
I loved Olivia.
Yeah. Again, a little dramatic, but I fucked with Olivia, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Liv was cool.
All right. So before we get into the book that we're going to read next week, I made a list.
So I'm looking forward to it.
So that as we're reading, hold on, let me do some like swapping around here. Okay. So that as we're reading, we can kind of rank our main characters and keep track of them and see where we finish off with, or at least get to 32. My goal is to get us to 32 people on this list. So I have the 2 books that we read so far, which was The Never King and then this Tryst Six Venom. And we have 3 separate categories. So where someone may be very low and another one, they may be very high. And then afterwards, we'll take the numbers and we'll assign like a point value to each one.
Okay.
So my 3 different ranking lists are just the overall appeal of the main character. Like, yes, this person does it for me. Likelihood of letting them date your son or daughter.
Shit.
Oh, Lord.
Can we start from the bottom?
And then the last one is communication. So basically like their dirty talk, like how good is it?
Okay, well.
So I'm going to start. Let's start with the one that we just, let's go the other way. Let's start with The Never King.
I enjoy
and I'm going to post it like where we're kind of ranking them to begin with. We got 6. Okay, so 1 through 6. But as we bring other people up, it may bump them or move them. So overall appeal of Peter Pan.
So hold on, is this like a collective? Like we all have to agree, or we all?
I mean, we can sit here and argue, but yeah, it's going to have to come up.
Okay.
We have to come up with a consensus. Okay, so the overall appeal.
Majority rules.
Oh, yeah.
I would start Pan at least 3. At least 3 or higher.
Pan is my number 1. I'll tell you that right now.
You did say that. You said that last episode too.
Yeah.
And this is talking about communication?
No, this first one is like overall. Overall appeal.
And I'm blind. What are all of the options?
Well, it's so it's Pan. Hold on, let me swap to the other one so you can see it a little better. We got Pan, Cass, Bash, Vane, and then Olivia and Clay.
I'm pretty sure I said Bash last time, but I'm kind of going with Danielle and Pan, bro. I'm liking the daddy Pan vibe.
All right, so for what we'll do is we'll at least start.
I like the mean ass, like I'm gonna, but I won't, but I'm gonna let other people, but I won't let them either, but I'm gonna I love that shit.
Well, I start him there.
And then he had a lot of the variety of everybody's love. Like he was harsh and kind and violent.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It was like such a
Okay, that's fair if you look at it that way, because I could get my vein out of him if I need it, even though I want to be number 1. Okay, I get what you're saying. Overall, that's a very.
I can agree with that.
What about a starting number for likelihood to let them date your daughter or son?
Listen, none of the. You know what?
One of the Lost Boys has to be one.
Yeah.
Cass or Bash.
Oh, we're sticking with Pan. Okay, shit.
Yeah, I'm trying to throw Pan on all the lists first, and then we'll go.
Oh,
Cass.
my bad. My bad.
Cass,
Oh, okay.
probably,
I got
right?
you. I
Wasn't
got you.
Cass? Take us back. Wasn't Cass? Which one?
Who
There was
would
like
it
a soft
first?
one who was like, "No."
Yeah. Was that Cass?
Yeah, that was Cass.
Okay.
I'd say Cass. That would be mine. Like, who had a little bit
Livelihood.
more like fucking self-control.
Meg,
So
I don't think you understand the assignment. We're on
we're
Peter Pan.
ranking
We're ranking
Pan
Pan.
all the way across the board, right? And then we'll
Yeah,
move on to the
and
next
then we'll
one.
move on. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
I would put Pan. I'd put him at 3.
Let's everybody. Yeah. Okay, so you say 3. Let's everybody
Yeah.
say.
I could get behind 3 to start.
For
Jen?
likelihood of letting
Yeah,
him date your
3, right?
daughter. The ripping the heart out thing, I don't know that I would want my
Right off the bat.
First
my
couple chapters, he
child.
already murdered somebody. I don't know.
I
In
don't know
this
about that.
situation, your daughter is Winnie, and he absolutely adored her. So
So,
He didn't put the
okay,
daughter
This
so
is
Corey's
cool.
looking at that as like, that's a protective move. I dig it.
all right, we'll start him with 3, and then if we feel like there's someone else that's above him, we can.
Yeah,
bump
we can
it.
move him.
Okay, that's fair.
What about like the communication, the dirty talk?
He was pretty good at dirty.
He's
talk.
got to be
He
at least
was
2 or
pretty
3.
good.
I
He
think,
was
to
pretty
start.
good.
Yeah, he was up there.
I'm gonna say 2. I'd put him 2.
I'd agree with 2.
Can we collectively agree on 2?
I think I would agree with
Agreed.
2.
All right, now we're gonna throw Cass in there. So overall appeal of Cass.
Well, we all know how I feel about him. So. Overall appeal.
I'd say 2.
Yeah, I was gonna say 3, but okay. I can
Yeah.
go with 2.
Because, all right, I'm saving 2 for someone else, but to throw a guess out there, I would say.
Danny, where's your head at, Jen? Or Jen? Jen, you didn't read this one, right?
No, I didn't know.
Ooh, I highly suggest if you
And
have
then-
Yeah,
spare time.
Yeah.
Please.
And it's
They're better than
highly
honestly,
suggest.
in my
It's
opinion.
short.
I'm currently working on my own book.
Also, if you have Spotify Premium, the audiobook is free.
Good plug.
Hey,
This will
hey,
I should get it.
So
Free
it's
is for
worth
me.
it. I don't know. I don't know. I am thinking about someone else for 2 as well.
Oh,
So
All right, well, let's put him in 3, and then we'll move as needed. What about likelihood of letting them date your son or daughter?
I'd say 2.
I was gonna say he's gonna be a 1 or 2 for me.
He's going to be a 1 or 2 for me as well.
really not a 1 for you guys. That's how I feel.
Like number 1.
I'm fine with 1.
Or
Because
are
it's
you
for Bash.
Yeah, I'm
Because-
fine with 1. I'm fine with 1. I'm cool with that.
I
I'm
have
cool with that.
an argument for someone else for 1, but we'll leave it till we get there.
Okay.
And then what about like his dirty talk or communication? I feel like he's lower on the list.
Actually,
Yeah,
that's
I
pretty
don't-
low to me.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
can't
I feel
remember.
like
So
4 or 5 for me, honestly.
I'd agree with 4.
Just going based off looks, that sounds accurate.
You know what's funny? These pictures that I have of them literally came from I made it smaller. Oh well. It came from a website called like Cast My, and like it's just a bunch of people voting for like if this was made into a movie, who
That's
would
what's-
cast it, and those were the top votes for him.
Oh, isn't he from
Okay.
Stranger Things too? Pan?
David.
I
Yeah.
would dig that so much.
Wait a minute, which one?
Pan. He's
Pan.
he's the
Is that Billy?
Yes, girl.
Oh, dude, I had such a boner for Billy, but I don't recognize him. That long
such a
hair.
rager, dude. Oh my
It's
God.
the hair is what changes.
You want to
his
talk about
face.
hate? Fuck.
Okay, we can't go on this Billy tangent because I'll be here all day.
Okay. But anyway.
All right. So let's start back over again. Overall appeal of Bash.
It looks sexy.
Like a 4 for me.
No opinion on Bash. It looks.
I'm like a 5.
4 or 5.
Yeah, he's not. He's
Yeah, his
not-
overall appeal is low. In my opinion.
Yeah.
I give it a 4.
Throw him in on 4, move him if we got to move him.
There we go.
Likelihood of letting them date your daughter or son.
Okay, nobody said two. I'm curious what everybody has for that.
No, I think two, but I also kind of think Olivia is like
That's I wouldn't mind that.
a two also.
Yeah,
And keep in mind, these aren't permanent. So if we have to move around,
he's that committed.
we can do that.
So yeah, I guess 4.
For the likelihood to date your daughter.
Yes.
I kind of would.
Five?
I
Maybe
might bump Pan.
we want to bump Pan to 4 and put him
Yeah,
at 3.
yeah. I might put him above Pan.
Yeah. I would. Sorry, Pan.
Dang.
Got to be sweeter. I don't know. Like,
Gotta stop
Do
ripping
you
people's
though?
hearts out.
What about his
Quit that shit.
communication or dirty talk?
5, 6.
Nah, that's pretty low too.
Yeah,
I
probably.
feel like he was not one of the stronger characters when it came to communication.
No.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fair. I
I
heard
feel
5.
like none of them could communicate very well.
I heard 5.
They only
and 6,
communicated one way.
Right. Maybe 2 ways.
Maybe 2. Yep. Yep. You
I
have
say
your good
6.
mood and your bad mood.
Honestly, I'd say 6.
All right. Overall appeal of Vane.
Okay, so
Ooh.
I really liked him.
Yeah.
I really
He was
did.
a popular one. Vane.
I really did.
I'm gonna be honest. I'd put Vane for just overall appeal above Cass and Bash.
Yeah.
I
I
was
would.
gonna say,
That's
I
who
think
I
he
was
should be
saving
like a
for
3,
2.
and they should be moved down. But
Yeah. They should be moved down.
So maybe put him at 3 and then put the other 2 at 4 and 5.
Yeah.
Vane got me, man.
girl.
Likelihood of letting them date your daughter or son.
Shit.
Mine's probably a 5 for this.
Definitely 5. He's definitely
Yeah.
5.
He does look like
Do as I
a
say,
playboy.
not as I do.
What about his dirty talk though?
He was pretty good.
Yeah,
He
he's
might-
ranked pretty high for me.
Yeah.
He
I'd
was
say.
pretty
I don't
good.
know. Does he beat out Pan though?
Mm,
Pan was pretty good, but I feel like Vane actually, for some reason, I feel like he talked more.
Yeah. And
Once
Pan
he
just got more
opened-
coverage. Or like he just got more
Shoot.
screen time.
yes. Pan
But
definitely got
Vane-
more screen time. But
Messed
Vane,
up.
once he opened up,
Vane was just filthy for me. I think that's what it is. Like when I think of dirty
Yeah.
talk, like, he was just like
Yeah.
he wanted to degrade her and wanted to make
Just
her filthy, and I
nasty.
was just that was it for me.
Nasty.
Peter Pan was still a little too nice, and I'm like, ugh.
I'm fine putting him at 1.
Yeah, that's bold, but for now, I guess he talked the most shit.
talk the talk.
All right, moving into our ladies. Olivia for overall appeal.
She's 2 for me.
She's 2 for me too.
That's where we are. I think that's why we left her slot open.
Now, see this for likelihood to let them recommend or likelihood to let them date your son or daughter is probably where I'm going to argue with you guys to bump Cass down and put Olivia's character first.
Yeah.
Let's hear the argument.
At the end of the day, he still fucked the kidnapped darling.
Right. Right.
Olivia is just there's
True.
nothing wrong with Olivia. there really
True.
isn't unless you're
No.
like she's poor. But even still,
Right.
like
And they really play.
Yeah, but Cass tried to make the best out of a badass situation. Like a situation that, from putting in their perspective, wasn't ideal either. Like, yeah, okay, they had some opportunities, but like,
he still murdered
Okay,
people.
they didn't want to be Lost Boys.
Let me say
Still
this.
murdered people.
Let me say this.
They were quick to say that.
Okay, yes, Cass, fuck the kidnappee, but he was making sure, for consent. But Olivia was like overly let me have your enthusiastic consent. And very much like not crossing that line until
Okay. So we're gonna put her at first because she just had more respect.
Yeah, and she, they
Good
really,
form.
they
But is
really
this what
like,
this podcast is all about?
Mhm.
they really
We're breaking
created
it
her
down.
to like come from the bottom up. Like
No, I feel that.
she came from
Okay.
not the best. I don't
Sorry.
know.
I was with you, Kay. Special K. Sorry, dude.
Jen, what do you think? You think you'd let your kids date Olivia?
Absolutely.
Yeah. I'd let her do her. Totally.
Well, now hold on. If it was just I'd let her do her, then this list is different.
True.
That's what I'm saying, though. It's like,
Yeah.
what are we
True,
basing
true,
this list off of?
I'm
And are
saying,
we?
like, which
They're
one do
all
you feel
categorized,
like-
right? So we're not going to worry about it until we get to communication.
Yeah, like which one do you feel that your kids are like safe with? And I feel like that's Olivia.
Yes, me too.
Absolutely.
Fair enough.
Oh, Bones is in the building, and I know that because his name is Beast Mode Bones.
Hey,
Is that
Bones.
just drinking a bottle with
Bony
Bones, you gotta
bone.
What is that, a handle up, or is that a 40?
you gotta
It's a highlight. It's a
a 40
highlight.
would be on brand. But
No, it's wine. I think
Even better.
wine is wine.
Mine, is
he's
it?
got a whole
Oh,
chest
okay.
tattoo.
The giant 40. Only in Mississippi, bro.
Only in Mississippi.
many
So for
characters.
communication, where
I put her at 3, I think.
she did say some filthy stuff to Clay.
A lot of stuff that she
Who
deserves
was
to
filthy?
say.
I felt like Clay was filthier.
Yeah.
No,
It's debatable. It's really debatable.
I kind of feel like Clay was a little bit filthier,
But like,
Olivia, yeah,
I mean, I could make an argument for
I don't
Clay
think she
too.
was filthier than So 3 is good for me
3 is good for us.
for now, I guess. We'll get there.
All right, so Clay overall appeal. Are we just set at 6? Do we need to tweak this list?
collectively 6. Collectively 6.
Yeah.
You're a fucking 10.
Well, as we get more characters, she'll bump.
Damn,
it
we
up.
ain't even got
Danielle.
10
We love
characters,
you.
and
You've
she
grown.
already at 10.
You've grown a character in your story, Danielle.
What about likelihood of letting them date your son or daughter?
Definitely 6.
Definitely 6. And it's funny because, like, do I
That's
want
wild.
Vane?
That is a little wild to me, though.
Do I want Vane
Like,
to
you
date
would
my daughter?
prefer
No, but
Yes.
Pan or Vane to date her.
I know. But look,
That's
I just feel like
That's
Pan or
wild
Vane.
shit.
That's
would-
crazy.
So wait. So what do you wait?
Here's
No,
my
okay.
argument. Here's my argument.
Priorities, ladies. Priorities.
Here's my argument. Vane and Pan
That shit
may physically hurt her by accident. They're rough. They get into situations, but I feel like they would protect her. Like, she's gonna see some
Right.
sus shit being with them, but I feel like Clay would ruin her emotionally because Clay was just like
Damn.
an asshole to me. Like she was,
He was,
just
yeah.
an asshole.
Corey
And-
rather get fucking tortured and
Yes,
fucked
but
on
back-
an island in the middle of goddamn Disney.
They're gonna love
whatever
her and make
somewhere.
her feel good afterwards, though.
Yeah.
Then- because they're kids, bro. You know,
Uh,
like
my-
thing-
whoa,
okay,
pause.
All right. All right.
Pause. They were
My
bad.
thing about that is that backed into a corner in a social setting, Clay might revert and not take ownership of like, hey, we're together, or like this is my, you know what I mean? Whereas
but
the
guys,
Pan characters would never do that. They're protecting. Meg, you don't think so?
I think that they were self-serving and that they felt protective because they weren't like monsters, but like, bro, they were like, these girls were exposed to some like really violent, terrible stuff. And I just feel like Clay's a kid who's an idiot. And I wouldn't want them dating my daughter. But then again, I wouldn't want my daughter to get whisked away with a bunch of horny lost boys in the middle of nowhere either. And I don't know when she's coming back. I don't know when she's even coming back. Clay gets come back from school. Liv can come back from school eventually. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
These guys.
I hear loud and clear what you're saying.
But you know what? If I'm a minority, I love
No,
you
you're
guys.
not. But your point to me is like, in my head, I'm putting my kids in a fantasy world when I'm thinking about the Pan characters, and then putting myself in the real world when I'm thinking about Olivia and Clay, and that's
I
really
guess
hard
that's
to like.
Okay, yeah.
Here's what I'm gonna say. I hear what you're saying, but me personally has no problem getting dicked down by the 4 Lost Boys. So I'm not about ready to say that my daughter doesn't deserve that either. I'm not a hypocrite, okay? If I want it, she wants it, and I want her to be happy.
She deserves it, damn it.
She deserves it if she wants that.
Wes.
And you know what? You can say that without reservations because you don't have kids yet. I could never say that out loud.
Oh.
I mean, you can when she's 18. I just feel like I'm not going to sit here and be like, my kid can never be a smoker when I smoke. If she wants 4 Lost Boys,
That's so far. That's so far.
We're spiraling.
I'm just saying.
Yeah,
that
okay, my kids can smoke. They can drink. Like, be healthy, but enjoy yourself. I'm not about to sit here and be like, you guys deserve to get
Kidnapped.
Why is
The word you're looking for is kidnapped.
I'm not saying they deserve it. I'm just saying that if she wants it, she can have it. If you wanted it, if you read this book and you're like, yeah, I want that, like, you're telling me that you won't let your daughter have it though either?
Fair.
Meg loves
We'll
it.
get kidnapped, small
I'm
one.
so upset.
It'll be
Meg
the ride
loved
of your
these
life.
Lost Boys like 3 weeks ago, and now she's like, they can't come near my child. She doesn't want him to go near their child. The reason that she doesn't want him to
Corey's
is
like,
she
yo,
can't.
listen, if you get kidnapped and you like it, bet. But if a bully comes home from school and fucks with you too hard, fuck that. Priorities, baby. You understand?
Yeah, that's where I struggle with the fantasy world and the real world.
But I feel what everyone else is saying. So there's my opinion. You guys make yours.
The Lost Boys, yeah, okay. There's a lot of things that I wouldn't enjoy with my children, but it's hard. They're not racist or being
Who's
like,
oh, the Lost Boys.
yeah.
I was like, wait, who's a racist? What?
Discriminatory openly in front of everybody else. Like, I don't know. That's where I struggle with that, where I'm like, no to Clay.
That's fair. That's fair.
That
Clay's
one.
racist, so that does it. That's it.
That one.
That's the
That's
one.
not my like point and period. Don't take
It's
that
not
and
her
run with
takeaway.
it, okay?
That's what we're here to do.
Clay was just a real piece of shit for me. I think, I'm be honest, like, as we add other people to this, I may come back and revisit it and bump her a little higher. I think it's just like too fresh in my mind right now that I just really.
That's true too.
I really
Thinking about
like,
something
the
worse than
fuckery
Clay is
Yeah.
yeah.
kind of scary.
No, Pan, shit. Can ask bitches to jump out of windows and die. It's all good. But fuck Clay.
And her stupid field hockey lacrosse.
Meg, passive aggressive comments are killing me.
that's what.
It's
No.
Meg.
No, I respect it. I respect it. Fuck her, dude. For real though. I wasn't reading that book going, yay, Clay. Like, no, chill.
What about communication?
See last conversation?
No,
See answer
I don't know.
above.
No, she was great.
I might put her above Cass.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say. For me,
Yeah.
like, I could see bumping Cass down one and putting her there instead.
Putting her at 4.
I can agree with that.
When she finally started like opening up and expressing how she felt the whole time. Yeah, it was.
Now, did
Yeah,
she talk? Did she express herself and talk more? Olivia did though. No,
I mean, no, But I
Probably
feel
not.
like once she did like get finger blasted a couple times, like she just got into it, and then she was just in on like I felt like there was a point where she like surpassed Olivia with like the dirtiness.
Yeah, but it was like the last 4 chapters or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, it was. So I can agree with that.
Now, okay, hold on. Jen, before this book club, had you read smut heavy books before?
Maybe 1 or 2, but it's been a while back.
Okay, yeah. Did you read? Okay, like politics aside, did you read 50 Shades?
No.
Okay.
Politics aside.
Well, I felt like that was everybody's like gateway into the community, and then
I never read it.
I haven't read it, and I haven't seen the movies either.
Oh,
I don't know. I
thought it was all right.
We don't have to go in there, but
let's.
That's so exciting because you're like I can't just wait until you read the next couple books that we.
I do have a question.
Honestly.
Has anyone read The Haunted Adeline?
That was my first book. That was my first book, and that's why I messed up. That's why I'm fucked.
You started at the like hot end of the spectrum, so now everything else is like,
I did. That was my downfall.
I loved Haunting Adeline, but I had read dark romances before, but that took the cake for a while.
Who is this by? I'm gonna look that up.
H.D. Carlton.
Okay.
So yeah, that was my next after Jen. I was gonna say Jenna.
Okay.
I think that somebody said that you also read smut books, right?
Probably Jen.
Yeah, in the yeah, or something. So you're like in it like me and Corey. Obsessive.
And so
I've been corrected slowly over the years.
The next one's praise, right?
Yeah. So we're solid. Hold on, because I'm going to bring praise. I'm going to bring praise up. But are we solid with these lists for now until we add?
Yeah,
I am
happy with them actually.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. I like that.
I can't wait to add Emerson.
I can't wait to read it again. Like that's how good it is.
I'm excited for it.
Y'all are gonna have to make me speed run this book now.
Real quick. No big deal. No big deal. The Salacious Players Club. Hate.
All right, so easy ways that you can read it. It is free on Kindle Unlimited. It's probably a credit for the audiobook. I don't know what it is if you don't have a credit. And it's only $9.16 on paperback right now.
That ain't bad.
You could also probably find it at Walmart because I see it there all the time.
Oh.
If you have Kindle Unlimited, the audiobook is free also.
Nice.
Oh, sweet.
Without Audible. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Because I've got the Kindle Unlimited.
Yeah, I'm sure it is in the stores. This one gained, so this was my gateway into like becoming obsessed because I've been a reader my whole life, but I got in a slump. You have kids and don't have time, right? But I read this and then I was like, okay, I have to just read the whole series. And then after that, now it's all I do is just read. But this book changed me. I'm not going to lie. I loved this book.
Sweet. It does sound good.
There was, hold on, I'm trying to give Mitch like a heads up. There was a lot of books that I read before you recommended me reading this one, where like I already knew like Yes Sir and Good Girl like did it for me, but this one just took it to a whole new level. Like I love Emerson Grant so much. I like the main character. I love him so fucking much.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
And depending on how everybody else feels. I know that, everybody else likes different things, so it may not be to you what it was to us, but the community of books that it created, it's not like it doesn't create like sequels, but all of the people are in every book kind of, or like related to.
Oh, okay.
And it every single book outlines like a different style of people's normal kinks, not even like crazy. I don't know. It was just.
I agree. I liked how it like set up like these are the people that own this club, and like it gave you enough to know about each one in the first one.
Yeah.
And then like I read the second one. What is it? Give Me More. I read that one, and that one was really good for me. That one did it for me.
The other appeal that when Corey and I were trying to pick a book of the next book about this is that they're making a movie currently, and so like we could do a book club movie night.
Don't even.
Yes.
So that would be fun.
We're gonna have to like text JoJo the assignment because I know she's flying to Miami in the morning, but this one was solely chosen for her because last time she was like, I think I have a praise kink. And we were like, we got the book for you.
Let's go.
Say less. Say less.
Let's go.
That's it.
Oh, shit.
Right. Do we need to inform our audience about like any trigger warnings on this book?
I don't think this one did, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it's not.
It says BDSM on here because I'm reading a little. Not like spoilers, but like I'm reading what the background is and whatever on it. That's all it says. So.
Yeah, like the other ones with trigger warnings are classified as dark romance, I think, and this one isn't dark.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have any trigger warnings.
Okay. Something to keep in mind. That's good.
Good
The
stuff.
dedication says for the good girl.
Oh, you can like relax a little.
Yeah. All of it is very consensual and valid, I guess.
No,
we love that.
Like, yeah,
It's most definitely valid. And I love
we're
that, like,
all
the
involved and we all
chapter-
want to be here.
I don't know if you can like see it well, but I love that the chapters like are like separated out by rules.
Oh, I do like that.
So
Okay.
like for instance, rule 3, always do as you're told, especially when it involves getting on your knees for a hot millionaire daddy. Like, come on. This fucking this fucking
Hey.
I'm
Listen.
gonna do the thing where I call Mitch.
Yeah.
He's gonna be like, I'm getting killed in Fortnite. Because I'm trying to finish it up. So how long is it? It's
That's a good question.
338 pages.
That's not bad.
So do we want to do next week or do we want to do 2 weeks?
Ladies?
I'm fine with next week because I'll definitely finish it this weekend.
Okay.
Yeah.
When you finish it, if you want some more recommendations, Jen.
Bro, say less. If you finish it and you want my Audible login, I will send you that Sick Love.
He's just handing that out. Just handing it out.
Oh, that Sick Love was one of the ones that like I stopped reading the Tryst Six Venom for. And that
I started reading that.
That book did things. I gave you my audio login, right?
Listen.
Oh my God.
Okay. But Corey, you love that. But people who aren't I don't know.
I did it. I started it. I just haven't got
I'm also mid book of that book. I love it. But it's a lot.
It's a lot.
Yeah. See, but that's a direction I can kind of, that's a dark,
but
scary wagon I can get on.
The other part about the book that she's speaking about is like,
I
am not a religious person at all, so none of that stuff bothers me.
Not spoiler, but FYI, if you do.
It could.
Yeah, it could be like. Yeah.
Noted.
When he had her in the confessional and he like she licked
immediately
north to south, like whatever it is, like in the name of the Father, the Son, and the whole like I cannot explain to you what that fucking scene did to me. I was like, nah.
I'm already on the elevator, ladies. We're going
Dana's
down,
face
so
right now is all
I
I
might
need
as well
to
have
know.
some
No,
fucking
because
reading
That's all I need to
material.
know.
You know what
No,
I'm
because
saying?
I grew up I grew up Catholic.
Oh
It's
yeah,
so
me too. Irish
I don't
Catholic.
know, a lot of those
Oh God.
things, right? A lot of those things, if I still believed in or whatever, it's so religious based, the story, because she's like trying to gain traction in her religious community as a female, and he's just like destroying
say that.
every part of that, and they just use that. It's so good. It's so good. I love it.
Oh, I love it. I love it so much. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna have that one done. I'm gonna have this one done. I'm gonna have all.
And if I can recommend, if you guys don't want to read it, like the audio, because I have the physical book and that's how I started reading it.
That's the
and
angel
then
fruit one.
I got and then I got the audio. So like all the clips that I was sending you guys when I was like unhinged eating my burrito in the car, and she was like fucking him in front of like his friend that was like tied up, like that was that book. But Joe Arden's voice just did it for me. Like when he said, like, I need to hear the angels lead through your throat.
Narrator does it for me, dude. I mean,
Yeah, that guy Joe Arden will be my next search on Audible.
Just search him. Anything he reads.
The way he narrates, yes. Literally.
I'm gonna have to get it.
Like you can hear him like actually like acting, because like a lot of times they just read it.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, okay. But like when he was like, and I'm breaking, like you could feel like the fucking like
he's really breaking.
Oh my god.
Speaking about audio, who said they have Butcher and Blackbird?
Who did?
That was Jenna.
Jenna, right?
Yeah.
So I just finished it, but I listened to it on Audible, and they were so good because he has like this. It was good too.
Yeah, then maybe check out the audio version then. I haven't started it yet, but I will be soon once I finish my series I started.
What are you reading?
I'm currently reading The Bargainer. And it's basically like, it's hard to explain, but this girl gets herself in a lot of trouble over the years, and she owes this guy who give her a lot of favors pretty much. And he's like a fairy king, kind of. They call him the Fae King.
Oh,
okay.
Yes.
Ooh,
It's also crazy because there's like a love triangle because she was currently dating a werewolf.
Let's fucking do this. Yes.
And then
I love
broke up with the werewolf to be with him. And it's like a
vampire
mystery.
kinks.
Love it.
There's a lot going on.
I love
What
this.
book number are you on?
The first one.
Okay.
I haven't gotten to this one yet.
Okay. I didn't know.
You already gotten that much information? I need to fuck with that book. Yes, I do.
Oh, there's a lot going on in the first book.
I love it.
I got the Zodiac Academy for that reason, because it's pretty much like the same thing. It's like they're in it's like a dark college romance, but there's like werewolves and there's vampires and there's like fae. But I got it because it appealed to me for that reason. Also, the first, like, each book is based on a zodiac sign. The first one was Gemini, so I'm like, of course I'm going to choose.
Ooh, that is cool.
This one.
I kind of want to check that out too. Dang.
I have a hard time with
I need more
series
time in my
because
life.
I'm going to become obsessed.
Oh, so the main character is a siren too.
See?
Let's fucking go.
What's the name?
Please, Laura, tell her.
I love this.
Oh
I
my
love
God,
the
tell her
fantasy
so
stuff.
much.
I think it's great.
Can you send Jenna? Can you send the name in the book club so I can save it?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
We're all gonna read that instead of this.
No, I'm reading this.
You got to read this one first.
Oh, I'm on it. I'm on it.
Okay, I just put it in the
this
chat.
one.
I
And
even
then
put
we're
it
on to
in
werewolves.
my Kindle library for you, Meg, so you could read it. Mitch, I don't know if he's still here. He can get ready to take us out, but he was here and then his camera disappeared. I'm so
He was
excited.
like, "Oh,
Take
they're
a
not
look.
done. Let me get out of here."
I'm so
Jenna,
happy that people are like as obsessed or like excited to do this as I am.
I know.
I love this.
I love it too.
Laura, I love that.
And
I
I'm just gonna keep
do.
sending
Well,
like the
I was
unhinged
so
pictures.
excited. I was so excited when Jen joined the book club for this last book, and then she was like, "And I have a friend." I was like, "Yes."
Love it.
Yeah.
The funny thing is, I probably have a friend who would love to join too. She loves spicy books.
Please.
I'd have to
Tell
talk to her
your
when we get a list.
praise. Yeah.
Just boost this club up. Literally and metaphorically.
Hey.
I told Mitch to end it before we start saying unhinged shit, so I feel like we need to just start saying ridiculous
With
fucking
no
shit.
censor button.
Yep.
The world is
Proceed.
ours.
Proceed. And what's that? Say that quote for the audience, Corey. The angels coming out of the
I need to hear the angels coming out of your throat. Hold on, because I got pages of it. If he's gonna do this to me, then I'm gonna find the pages.
Does anybody annotate books? I do not. I see that other people do.
I saw it and I want to, but also
yeah, it's like you want to, but I don't.
But
I don't, but I do find it when other people do it. I'm like, okay, all right, I see you. Like,
yeah,
it's kind of how I feel. Yeah, but I don't.
But
Find
why
something
would
entertaining.
I do that? Am I gonna come back? I don't know.
The lips of an angel. Remember that song?
ew, why are you taking
Caesar?
stuff to hinder?
He said goodbye.
I thought
It's
it's
Caesar,
Caesar.
like the salad.
Caesar.
Something. I want to bite her till she bleeds.
it says call for your God now, church girl, because after I dirty you the way I intend, you're gonna need some saving to cling to.
What is that, Tropic Thunder? What are they saying? Is he saying Tropic Thunder? I've been a bad, bad boy, father.
When I tell you that I now need a father, like it's just.
I'm done.
Mitch said say bye and he'll end it as if we haven't been saying bye, and now we're just saying
Bye.
Bye.
Now we're just saying inappropriate things. Bye, guys.